Themes for characters used as a way to represent them outside of themselves is a concept that has been around since and even before Wagner's groundbreaking ring cycle operas of the mid-19th century. The idea is that every character, object, place, or idea that is important to the plot receives a theme or what's referred to as a leitmotif so that the composer can intertwine those themes into a further narrative support. So, when a character receives two themes, it can be a little confusing and disorienting. But that's what seems to have occurred with Vess in Star Wars Outlaws, as composer Wilbert Roget II has given us two distinct themes for this single character. This is not unheard of. One of the clearest examples is of Bo-Katan, who has a more rhythmic-driven theme, and then one that is more lyrical and heroic. In context, this can work because Bo wears many hats. She is a diplomat and leader of the Mandalorian people. At the same time, though, she is a very fierce warrior, shadowed by violence. And the real reason for this is more that several composers have now written scores for Bo-Katan, and those scores, for whatever reason, have utilized different themes, developed by different composers for different purposes. But with Vess, the only composer to have written music for her so far is Roget, since this is the first time we've ever known Kay. So an explanation to Kay's character for this is necessary through a character analysis. Kay's original theme, which I've discussed before and is linked up above, is the first one that we hear. At the beginning of the game, Kay is a nobody. At best, she's a struggling thief and orphan that is just barely making it by while taking handouts from a bartender and risking her life with every idiotic job that she desperately takes. She's the exact type of person that we want to see become a hero, but she has no traits of it yet. But as the game continues, we begin to hear a new theme for Kay more and more often. This one. And as the game progresses, Kay is pushed deeper and deeper into a bigger conflict between rebels and the Empire, between good and evil. It's not something that she's chosen to be a part of, but nevertheless, it's become a part of her and is now influencing who she becomes next. Kay's choices continue to lean towards good, even while she works shady jobs to benefit her own survival. But outside of her intentions, Kay is doing work for a good cause. She becomes an agent for good and has become an important figure in the Star Wars galaxy. This is different from a Luke Skywalker type character whose moral compass was always pointed towards good. Instead, Kay has to undergo an actual, while subtle, transformation as a character. And so, her second theme reflects that a new person has actually emerged by the end of the game, as signs of this are shown as we progress further with the plot. Kay's new theme doesn't mix modes anymore as her original theme did. Now it's firmly grounded in the natural minor. While minor doesn't sound heroic, this is the same mode used for things like the Avenger theme and even the Force theme. There's a grounded calmness to this mode. Most notably, the mode is absent of the raised 7th scale degree, or leading tone, that would give more of an intention and evilness to the scale. Also notable is the fact that this theme begins directly on the downbeat. Kay's original theme waits until beat 2 to begin, but as she progresses, she becomes more and more assertive, not waiting but simply saying what she wants. Her theme, likewise, doesn't wait any longer. It jumps into the heat of battle and takes on anything in its path. At the end of the first phrase, Roget commonly also utilizes a rhythmic element known as the Scottish kick. The Scottish kick is when we have a short and long rhythm at the end of a phrase. Here, it's represented with a 16th, followed by a dotted 8th at the very end of the phrase. It's named as such because it was a common occurrence and characteristic of Scottish folk music. Because of the connection that Roget either intentionally or unintentionally makes to folk music in this instance, he keeps Kay feeling grounded and human, not something like a Jedi. Kay can still make mistakes and rely on dumb luck at times to get her through. But the rhythm also tells another story in this theme. Roget consistently relies on triplet divisions in this theme. The triplet is a natural occurrence in fanfares and the music of nobility because it feels more fluid and less rigid, less confined. This is, after all, Kay's heroic theme, and rightfully so. She has become a hero now, taking on dangers and evil as massive as the Empire and as dangerous as Zarek Besh. She's no longer the troubled thief that we originally met. Kay Vess, knowingly or unknowingly, has turned into something more, and so, a second theme was used to represent this massive character transformation. But I absolutely would love to know what all of you think. Did you notice that Kay had two themes, and what do you think of the fact that she does? Do you prefer one over the other, or do you like that she has both themes? And what do you think of the music in Star Wars Outlaws as a whole? Tell me in the comments below what you think, and consider checking out my Patreon page using the link in the description, where you can help support this channel for as little as $1 a month, or download PDFs and MP3s of projects as I complete them, along with other perks at higher tiers. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to learn more about the music of a galaxy far, far away. And as always, may the be with you.